Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel AgriAddict. So this is a very important and most awaited video for all the upcoming ICR PG aspirants and the CUET PG aspirants 2026. So don't skip this video if you are really serious about higher studies and if you are really serious about taking the seat for your MSc and making your career through the higher studies in the field of agriculture. Yes, so this video I'll explain in detail about the CUET PG 2026 with respect to the agriculture. Plus, I'll also tell you like how it is different from the ICR PG exams, what are the similarities, what are the difference, everything will be made crystal clear. So the only one video that you have to watch before applying for the CUET PG and ICR PG is this particular video. Still, even after the end of the video, if you get any doubts, if you are not getting the things from what I say, still if you need any personal assistance, personal mentorship, personal guidance, you can call us on this number anytime or drop a WhatsApp text message on this number. We will definitely help you in clarifying whatever doubt you have which is related to this CUET PG exam and the ICR PG exam. Because I've seen lot of students face practical difficulties in understanding the CUET PG 2026, like CUET PG exam and the ICR PG exam. Many even fail to know that there is another exam for the MSc in the agricultural subjects for the BHU. So this is why I'm making this video. So if you are watching this video, so share with all your friends who are willing to or interested to or might be interested to do the MSc, and all your juniors, upcoming juniors and the upcoming batches, to everyone, so that before that they come to this stage, where now at this stage like CUET has opened its applications, so everyone should be well aware of this information, so that if they want to, they can write this exam and prepare accordingly and crack it with the top rank. Okay, so let's get started. So what is this all about? Just let me explain this MSc. See, for example, if you're a student, like you are a BSc Agriculture graduate or the BSc Horticulture graduate, okay? So this is common for both agriculture or horticulture. Whether you are a BSc Agriculture students, whether it is like BSc Hons Agriculture or BSc Agriculture, or the BSc Horticulture or Hons Horticulture. So if you are a BSc or Horticulture student with 4-year degree and you are in the 4th year, you can write this exam. Which what exam? It is CUET PG exam. Okay, so every year the cycle starts from December to January, where the applications will be opened. So the students now currently, if you are in your 4th year, second sem, first sem, you will be completing your degree by June, July. So in the for academic year of 2025-2026, then this exam is for you. Still, even though like you have not completed your degree right now, you can apply for this exam and you will be eligible to get the seat. Why? Because it starts on December, January application. The exam will be conducted in March, and the actual counseling will start from June or July. Okay, so this is the entire timeline of CUET PG. So if you are willing to say take the seats for the MSc through this exam, so you can definitely do it by preparing it. I'll explain all the details. So there are two exams about which you should be aware of if you are a serious aspirant where you want to do the higher studies like MSc in the field of agriculture in any of the specialized subjects or departments. Okay, so what are the two exams? See, one exams I already mentioned, it is CUET PG. Okay, the other exams is most of you might be already knowing, it is ICR PG, and both the exams are to get the seat for the MSc in the agriculture and the allied subject. Like agriculture subjects, like the different subject under agriculture, the 10 different subjects which you have, for all that, this is the exams. These are the exams. So what is the difference between these two? See, if you write the CUET PG exam, here the syllabus of this exam will be general agriculture, pure GK, not GK, GA, general agriculture, 100% general agriculture questions. Also, we'll discuss about the time duration, number of questions, number of marks, everything, just for the introduction. So this is completely the syllabus is general agriculture here. And if you, for example, crack this exam, okay, if you crack this exam, if you write it, so you can attend the counseling, but the counseling will be separately conducted by the participating universities. For example, under CUET PG, there are a lot of private agriculture institutes, universities which participate and which will accept the score of CUET PG exam. And you can take this course once the results of the CUET PG's results, once the CUET PG results are announced, you can take that results, the scorecard, and apply directly. You have to directly apply for the different universities. There are a lot of universities under this, so where you can apply, but most of them are private. But if we talk about the central agriculture universities, the BHU is the main actually the most important and the main institute for which all the aspirant of BSc Agriculture and Horticulture write this exam and take this exam seriously. Why? This is one of the central agriculture university, central university which has agriculture facility where it is ICR accredited. Yes, of course, like accreditation is no more important, but accreditation also means that the quality of education that is required as per the ICR standards, it is available in the BHU. So although like directly you say that, sir, what is the need of accreditation for the MSc? Even that is not required for any of the game upcoming exams. Like even if I want to go for PhD, that accreditation is not required. So even if I have to apply for the exams, it is not required. Like why this is important? So this is indirectly important because if ICR has accredited any institute or the university, that means like the standards are being met as per the ICR, right? So that is what you can understand. That's why like BHU has lot of hype, and there is lot of competition for this particular university or the institute, for which like CUET PG exams students will write it. Okay. So the syllabus I told you for all the subject, irrespective of like either from agronomy, soil science, genetics, plant pathology, horticulture, economics, extension, you have to write the same exam, CUET PG exam, and the syllabus will be general agriculture. But also know there are more than 100 plus, there are more than 100 plus papers here, 100 plus subjects you can take that are under the CUET PG. But under this, out of 100 plus subjects, you have to choose the agriculture related subject. So the main subject which is related to agriculture, the code is, I'll tell you in the upcoming slide. So whatever the pattern, the exact pattern of this exam, like how you can do it, I'll explain in the coming. So I think like the basics is clear now. So talking about the ICRPG, what is this ICRPG? This is the direct exam that is conducted by the NTA. It is through ICR only. ICR conducts this exam through NTA, which is like National Testing Agency. So this exam, here you have a streams actually, subjects or the streams. Like for example, you have plant science, you have agronomy, you have soil science, you have social science, you have horticulture, and you have entomology, and you have plant biotechnology, and you have agriculture statistics, and there is one more, you have agriculture engineering. So all of these are different streams which are related to the agriculture, right? So here, while you preparing for this exam, you have to particularly choose any one of the stream, only one, any one of these streams, and you have to prepare based on the whatever syllabus that is prescribed in this exam. So that is the basic difference. So once you write the ICRPG exam, after that ICR itself, ICR will itself do the counseling, the centralized counseling for all the students who have written the exam through the unified portal of ICR, where you can directly get the admission through the scores that is available from writing this ICRPG exam, the rank that you get from this exam, to the all the state agriculture universities, the government state agriculture universities, which are like 60 plus in India, plus central agriculture universities, plus the deemed universities. For all of this comes under the ICR. So you'll be able to take the admission directly. So that's the importance. That's why much more hype and famous is this exam, which is ICRPG exam. Like most of the students, most you can take, like most of them will be knowing about the ICRPG if they are interested in doing the MSc. But CUET-PG is also one of the important exam because it will allow you to get the admission in the BHU where the fees is less, and also like it is ICR accredited, and it has a facility for like the 8 different subject departments of agriculture. I'll list it out. Okay, 8 plus, you can take it as 8 plus by rating the single paper of where the syllabus is general agriculture. Okay, so this is the basic difference. Plus another advantage, so the ICRPG is more advantageous compared to CUET-PG. Why? Because if you crack this ICRPG, if you come under the merit list in the specific subject whatever I mentioned here, you will be getting a fellowship. You know it already. If you know it, so you will be getting scholarship or the fellowship, which will be worth of 12,640 per month, and this will be provided for 2 years by the ICR directly. And if you are not in the merit list but you are still taking the seat through by writing this ICRPG exam in a state where you have not been there, like you outside your native state or outside your state domicile, then every student will be getting the NTS fellowship, NTS National Talent Fellowship, which is amount of 5,000 rupees per month, again for 2 years. So anyhow, if a student write the ICRPG exam, if he or she is able to secure a seat through the ICR counseling, So either of the two fellowship you will be getting it based on the criteria and the condition. The condition is very simple. For getting the ICR PG fellowship, there is no condition. You can take admission anywhere through the ICR counselings, but you have to come in the merit. Only the only condition. But for the NTS, although if you are not in the merit, it's fine. So ICR will give the fellowship to everyone, but it should be the case that you have to pursue your MSc or take the admission in the MSc outside your domicile state. So that's the extra advantage of doing the ICR PG. And of course, like then only through the ICR PG exam you can come into IRI, where I'm actually pursuing my PhD, which is like the top premier institute for the agriculture studies for the MSc and the PhD. If you want to take the admission in this dream university, the dream institute for every agriculture student, then the only exam that you have to crack is the ICR PG. Even if you crack the CUET PG with the best rank, you can't directly admit into IRI. So you have to write this particular exams for getting into IRI. But if you want to get into BHU, then you can write the CUET PG exam. Plus, even if you write the ICRPG exam, through this also I mentioned there are central agriculture universities, deemed universities, plus central universities also, which includes the BHU. That means you can take the admission in the BHU along also with the writing this ICRPG exam. I hope like these things is clear to everyone. Okay, so next, the strategy of every MSc aspirant. The strategy of MSc aspirant. Every MSc aspirant who is serious about getting the seat for the MSc, doing the higher studies, no matter what, should actually follow this strategy. So in the previous years, there was no one who was like able to guide us. Like even when we wrote this exam, we were like not sure about everything. We just know that there is an exam, we gave it, but we were not knowing about the pros and cons and the positives of this exam, why we have to write it and what is the advantage of writing it. But I'll explain today like what is the advantage. So this can be the two front strategy for the students who are very serious about MSc, where there are two perfect timeline for you. Like consider it as phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1, it is for CUET PG. When the exam will be conducted, it will be in the February or March, and for 2026 exam, it is been prescribed that in the month of March the exam will be conducted. Okay, so if you apply for this exam now, the applications are open. The applications will be open from December to January. So in this timeline, you can apply for this exam. So if you are facing any difficulty, like I'll be also coming up with a detailed video on how to apply for this exam, what are the different steps you have to follow. So you can follow that video. Okay. So what is the advantage of writing this first exam, the phase 1 in a February, March? See, since the syllabus for this exam is general agriculture, so if you are applying for this exam, and even though like if you prepare for 1 month, 2 months, most of your general agriculture will be covered. Most of the general agriculture will be covered. And if the general agriculture is covered, you get the top rank. If you get the top rank, you will be able to admit into the BHU. And the one another known university is like Vishwa Bharati, Central University of Punjab, and the Central University of Punjab and Vishwa Bharati. Like some of the very few that are well known, but the most popular one is like BHU, which like mostly students prioritize. Okay. So if you want to go there, if you can secure the top rank by writing this exam, so it is based on the merit from top to bottom that you will get the particular department. So just like ICRPG, in CUET-PG, you don't have different exams for the different subject under agriculture. Like there is no separate exam for the genetics and plant breeding, no separate exam for the plant pathology, no separate exam for soil science, agronomy. No, the exam is same. So it's a one, but based on the merit, based on your rank, based on the choice preference you give, they'll keep on allotting. Like for every subject, there will be two to three vacancies. So based on your rank, they'll allot it. So after writing this exam, irrespective of whichever subject you are preparing for ICRPG, for example, if you are preparing for horticulture, that doesn't mean that you will get the seat under BHU in the horticulture only. That entirely depends on the rank, how good is your rank. Okay, I'll also talk about the cutoff. So this is about the first phase. So once you cross this phase by Feb and March, your most of the general agriculture will be covered. Next, you know it already in the phase 2, which is one of the most important exam, like the most important exam for the MSc, it is like PG exam. So the PG exam, it will be typically in June or July, June end or July first week or second week. So here I told you like you can take the admission in IRI, SAUs, like IRI, not only IRI, the deemed universities, and the SAUs, the state agriculture universities, the central agriculture universities, and the central universities like BHU, where there are agriculture facilities. In all this, you can take the admission. But the exact strategy to crack these exams, you know it. that there are different streams. You have to choose one stream, and within the one stream, you have to prepare accordingly, diving deep into the subject. But the first phase, it is general agriculture. But you will ask me, like, sir, how this first exam will benefit me? See, if you cover the general agriculture here, this second exam will have at least like 10 to 20% of general agriculture in every subject, and that might go up to like 30 to 40% in the some of the subjects in some of the years. Okay, the pattern entirely changes year by year. So there is a weightage that is given to general agriculture in every subject in ICRPG. So whatever you cover for the CUET PG, okay, knowingly, unknowingly, directly, indirectly, that will help you in this ICRPG exam, because 10 to 20%, like up to 30% sometimes, will overlap with the syllabus. So that should be the like strategy of every student, that if you are preparing for the MSc, then you have to write these two exams. One is CUET PG exam, and this other one is like obviously ICRPG exam. But apart from these two, again, there is one more exam, that is state entrance exam. Not every state is conducting state entrance exam. Many states are now just taking the ICRPG score directly, and they are conducting the counseling. But there are few states who conduct the state entrance exam. So if you are not also wanting to take the seats in your own state through the state counseling, where the competition will be much more lesser compared to this centralized exam, you can also write the state entrance. And you know, like for state entrance, most of the case, like the syllabus is general agriculture, which is same as CUET PG. So it will definitely complement. See, the three different exams you can always look for. But a serious MSc aspirants willing to do the MSc in the good state agriculture universities, in the good deemed universities like IRI, so you can follow, you have to follow actually this two friend strategy that will help you. You should not neglect the CUET PG exam, thinking that anyhow I'll not take the seat in BHU. There is a BHU, uh, the only university that is giving admission. And also don't think that for CUET PG the syllabus is general agriculture. So, but I am preparing for the plant science. Like, why I need to prepare for general agriculture? No, whatever might be subject, like a plant science, social science, agronomy, soil science, entomology, horticulture, agriculture engineering, statistics, like general agriculture part is very important for all the streams. So if you write it, it's a plus point for you. Why? Again, the same question, like why ICR aspirants must give the CUET PG exam. So as I told you, first thing is the practice. See, if you do not take it seriously, sir, anyhow, I am a very serious aspirant of ICRPG. I want the fellowship seat only. I need to get into IRI. I don't want to go anywhere. Or I want the JRF seat only. JRF is like ICRPG PGS seat, like PG scholarship seat, which will be like 12,640 per month. Don't get confused. This was earlier known as JRF. That's it. Okay. No difference in these two terms. Earlier, this was known as JRF. Now it is called as PGS fellowship. PGS. ICR PGS, like ICR PG scholarship. Okay. So that is the amount for 2 years that students will be getting. So mostly students want to be independent for their MSc, financially independent. So everyone targets to crack this exam with the best time. Even that is the case, still you have to concentrate and write the CUET PG exam, not thinking that you are wasting your time, because the general agriculture which you actually cover here will be helpful in the later stages. I'll tell you. First thing is, like, it will be also a practice, because this is also computer based exam, CBT exam, where you will be given laptops, you will be given computers, you will be either given tablets, where you have to write the exam. The proper exam atmosphere before actually writing the ICRPG exams, you will be able to feel it by writing this exam. First thing. Second, you can have a backup seat. See, if you are able to score good in the BHU exam, sorry, in the CUET PG exam, you are getting the top rank. That means obviously, like, you will be getting the seat in the BHU, in some of the another other department. That will be as a, like, that can be as a backup, which can boost your confidence and make you more free for prepare for ICRPG. So that can happen. So that is the second advantage of writing this. Next thing, as I told you, syllabus overlap. See, preparing for CUET PG and preparing for ICRPG, most of students think that it is different. I should not focus on both the things again. No, you have to actually focus on both the things. And the time that you give for CUET PG, it should not be more than 2 or 3 months. 3 months is like maximum that you can give. And also, like, every day, it's not like you whole day you read the general agriculture. No, if you read like 1 hour, 2 hour of general agriculture every day, that's more than sufficient. Rest you can focus on your main subject for the ICRPG. That should be the strategy. So syllabus overlap, as I told you, like 30 to 40% is syllabus overlaps, because if you see mm, the syllabus of ICRPG of all the different streams, the first unit is general agriculture. In first unit is general agriculture, which is common for all the streams. So that will be definitely covered. directly or indirectly, if you write the CUET PG exams, if you prepare for it. So that's the three most important advantage of writing the CUET PG exam. I always tell the students, like I always tell my students, that you have to write it, don't neglect it, because some students will definitely neglect it. Why to write it, why to waste money, why I have to give the application, why I have to worry about general agriculture, I'll just focus on my subject. General agriculture questions are very less comparatively to the subject. No, if you want to gain knowledge, if you want to go in a right path, so if you want to experience it, if you want to practice the right things, I will definitely recommend it. No matter, don't take stress. Okay, it's fine. Like if you're applying for CUET PG exam, don't take extra stress, extra burden that I have to prepare for this, I have to crack it. No, whatever is possible from your end, do it. Or at least 1 hour 2 hour every day, if you're able to prepare for general agriculture, do it. Okay, the two paper format that you can follow. See, actually, if you are applying for CUET PG, so you can apply for maximum 4 different papers, 4 different streams that you can apply for. Okay, but out of 4 different papers, you can every most of the BSc Agriculture and BSc Horticulture students follow the 2 paper format. Why? It is because of the fees. For 1 paper, same fees. For 2 paper, it is same fees. But if you go for third and fourth paper, you have to additionally pay some fees. So that's what the students do. Instead of paying a fee and taking single paper, they will pay the same fee and take the 2 papers. Okay, I'll tell you that which are the 2 papers that most of the general agriculture, most of the BSc Agriculture and Horticulture students takes. It's same for both BSc Agriculture and the Horticulture students. Fine. BSc and Agriculture and Horticulture. Fine. The rule. See, I told you, like the rule is NTA allows the CET students choose up to, like it's not 2, it's about 4. But generally, students choose, the agriculture students choose only 2 papers. And strategy, like you should not only pick one, like minimum is one, so that doesn't mean that you have to pick one subject. As I told you, just pick the 2 subjects which will maximize your chances to get into the MSc in one or the other. If the paper 1 was not good, at least paper 2, if it is good, because of this combination you'll still have a chances to get the seat. Okay, even in the BHU, like I'm talking about BHU only. Even if you want to take the admission only in the BHU, just giving like exam paper in the 2 different subjects, it will definitely help you. So at least choose 2. More than 2, it's up to you. So that should cover your general knowledge. Like choose a paper that should cover your general knowledge, general agriculture, and like specialized subject if they're available. It is like general agriculture. It should cover general agriculture 1 paper. The other paper, if the specialized paper are available, that you can take it. So specialized papers are actually available. For example, biotechnology, plant biotechnology is separately available, and soil water conservation paper is available. So all this specified subject, if they are available, you can take it. Otherwise, you can take the general agriculture paper, which is SSC QP01. So this is the code of the general agriculture paper, which is having the syllabus of general agriculture only. Okay, the 2 paper based on this you have to choose. One should be like covering general agriculture, that should be always SSC QP01 for all the BSc and BSc Agriculture and the RT students. So you have to write this paper. If you write this paper only, then you will be able to get the admission into 8 different departments, which I have listed in the upcoming slide. I'll show you. Okay, but plus the other paper can be the plant biotechnology, separate paper is available. There is a soil water conservation, there is available. Still, there are some other departments that are available. If you're interested to do the MSc in that field, you can write that exam. But there is one important point here. So here, while applying for this, so you have to check the PDF of BHU that was proposed in the like every previous year, that what is the eligibility for this degree. So for example, if you want to do the MSc in plant biotechnology, so what is the eligibility criteria? What do they ask? Bachelor in science of horticulture, like sorry, BSc horticulture is eligible or not, BSc agriculture is eligible or not, BSc forestry is eligible or not. Everything is given in detail in the table format in the BHU. I'll drop it in the description box. Just check it once. Eligibility, if whatever degree you are doing, whether you are doing like BSc Agriculture, Horticulture, or if there is any other degree that you are doing, so if in the list it is eligible, you can apply for that exam. So if you, even if you crack it, so you'll be able to get the seat. Otherwise, if you do not have the eligibility, but still if you just take this exam and prepare for it and crack it, but BHU will not allow you to admit because of the mismatch in the eligibility, then it's a waste of time, right? So before doing it, just check the eligibility by checking this table. This table I'll be making it available. The link will be available in the description. Okay, and the magic combo. So what should be the combo actually? The first paper should be always SSC QP1, as I told you, SSC QP01, which is called as agricultural science, where all the agriculture subjects, there are 10 different subjects. Syllabus is covering the 10 subjects of agriculture in this, okay, that you have to go for. Next, the second paper should be, can be, if the ICR, whatever ICR PG exam that you are writing, if it is getting aligned, if there is any subject which is same as the subject that you are choosing in the ICR PG, if it is available, like soil science is available separately, plant biotechnology is available separately, and horticulture is available separately, you can choose these subjects. So that even though this horticulture, there is no admission in BHU by writing this horticulture paper separately, but still, how it will help you? It will help you in practicing the questions, since anyhow the ICR PG also you will be writing the horticulture. So this is how it will help you, even though you won't be able to get the seat at BHU, because for getting the seat in horticulture in BHU, it is through this only, this paper only they will give the admission. You have to write this paper, and based on the rank that you get, with that only you will be getting the horticulture seat also. But this, if you write the second paper as horticulture, if you are preparing in for ICRPG horticulture, then definitely it will be useful, because the questions will be able to understand, answer, and that becomes a practice. Okay. So I'll also glance you over the timeline. What is the exact timeline that you have for the 2026? See, from 14 December to 14 January, like the applications will be open. In between that, just ensure that you apply for this exam. Next, the admission fees on the 14 December last date, 18. So correction will be available from 18 to 20, and the intimation will be about the exam centers and about the admit card. It will be done later. The month of the tentative month of the examination is 2026 March, and the duration. Now let's talk about ICRPG and CUTPG. So what is the, sir, time duration between these two? So ICRPG, you know it, it is like 120 minutes, right? But CUTPG, it is like 90 minutes. What about the question? Like you have 120 questions here, but you have how many questions? You have 75 questions here. And what is the marks for every question? Like every right answer, you will be awarded with 4 marks. For every wrong answer, you will be uh, getting negative minus negative 1, and for every unanswered questions, there will be no marks that will be deducted, okay, for every unanswered. So if this is for ICRPG, that you know. Similarly, for every right answer in the CUTPG, 4 marks. For every wrong answer, 1 marks will be deducted, and for every unanswered questions, there will be no marks that will be deducted. So totally 75 questions into 4, it is 300. 300 marks, you are going to write this paper, whatever paper that you take. First paper would be, obviously, as I told you, it would be like SSC QP01, which is agricultural science, right? So this is for 300 marks. So now you'll ask me, sir, I want to take the admission in BHU by writing this exam, CUTPG exam. What should be my score? So your score should anyhow be 200 plus out of 300. Only then you will be able to get a chance to get the admission, because there is a good number of competition here. But and scoring 200 plus is easy, not that difficult, because the 75 questions that you see here, they are mostly direct. There is nothing conceptual, no analytical questions, type of questions, where you can easily answer it if you read thoroughly. Okay, so that's the simplicity of this exam. Next, about the application fees. See, as I told you, either you take the one paper or you take the two paper. For both the cases, the general students have to pay 1400 only, and OBC and EWs, they have to pay 1200 only. So that's why, like, most of students, instead of taking only one paper by paying the full amount, they take the two papers. And also, like, obviously the slots are different, it will not be overlapping, that two papers will not come in the same time, it will be different time, it might be different day, or afternoon morning shift will be there, so you need not to worry about it. Okay, so just go for two papers at least minimum. So whatever I said earlier. And if you go for third and fourth paper, additionally per paper you have to pay like 700 rupees, for general 600, for the EWS, OBC, and so on for the different categories, so which you can see here. Okay, next one. Now, let's assume that you are preparing for this ICR PG master group, major group of the plant biotechnology. Then if it is so, then what should you choose for the CUTPG? For CUTPG, obviously it should be the SSC QP01, that is agriculture science, and the specialized paper, I told you, there is a code called as SSC QP25, which is plant biotechnology, or the life science also you can take, or the botany also you can take, where the most of the syllabus will overlap, which will directly or indirectly help you in the ICR PG exam. Okay, so this combination can be used if you are preparing for this stream in the ICRPG. So for example, if you are preparing for the plant science, first paper is common for all the subjects, no matter in whichever streams you are preparing in the ICRPG, the first subject is same. Everyone have to write the same exam. Since why? Because if you crack this subject exam, this paper, only then you will be able to get admission into the BHU and for the different departments. One exam, but admission to the all the different departments. You can choose any one of the department based on the merit. You will have the liberty to choose. Next, so plant science also same thing, because some parts of the biotechnology life science is same for the students also. So even if you are doing it plant science, go for that exam. In the second paper, take this paper. And if it is physical science or soil science, it is like agriculture science first paper, and second paper can be the soil science here. Similarly, if it is entomology and nematology, first paper will be agriculture science, second paper should be geology, which will help you, which will definitely help you, since the some of the like syllabus overlaps. And if it is agronomy, first paper is agriculture science, second paper is agroforestry, which is a part of ICRPG syllabus for the agronomy. And next, social science, first one is agriculture science, second one is like agri business management, that is ABM. Most of the things in the economics that will overlap between these two subjects. So that's why like taking the agribusiness management will help you eventually for preparing for the social science subject. Next, if it is horticulture, of course, like you have to go for agriculture science, and next there is a specific paper called as horticulture, where you can go and write it, which will help you in preparing yourself and practicing the some set of questions that is given in the exam. Okay, so this is the exact strategy that you have to follow for what should be the paper 1 and what should be the paper 2, based on whichever stream that you are taking for the ICRPG exam. Okay, and the two important institutes or the universities that you can go for is like Banaras Hindu universities and the Vishwa Bharati University. Okay, fine. Next, so classification, see, there are, like I told you, there are more than 100 plus subjects in the CUET PG exam. But if you want to concentrate on the agricultural based subjects, this is the under CUET PG classification. This is what, so SSC QP01 agriculture science, and there is one more paper agroforestry QP2, and 16 is for horticulture, and 26 is soil science and water conservation, and is 25 is plant biotechnology, poultry 30. So you can choose any one of them if you are interested in any particular departments. You can also do it different papers. You can take this one paper, you can take the second as this, anyone you can do it. And if you go for wanting to go for basic science, not on the agriculture, you can still do it by taking this course. This by this exam, by this paper, like botany, applied microbiology, environmental science, zoology, biochemistry, bioinformatics. Still, if you are like in the technology, agriculture engineering, food science and technology, food engineering, dairy, this is also available. And there is one more, this is agribusiness management. So you can also do it. All the BSc agriculture and horticulture students can take any of these papers, but this paper should be mandatory, because obviously, like if you are BSc agriculture graduate, BSc horticulture graduate, definitely you will be willing to do your IS studies in the field of agriculture in the different streams. If it is so, choose the first paper to be one, this one, plus rest based on whatever I said in the previous slide, you can do it. Okay. And but before choosing these papers, you have to check that in which university you have to go and admit, because not like ICRPG exam, the ICR will not undertake the counseling, the CUTPG will not undertake the counseling, and it will show all the universities to you on a single portal and ask you to pick it. No, once you get the results in these papers, you have to take your scorecard and you have to apply manually for different universities. So if while taking these exams, ensure that if you want to do the MSc in animal science in certain universities, go to the university page and check what is the eligibility criteria, that what should be the UG, whether they will accept the BSc Agriculture, BSc Horticulture, BSc Forestry, Animal Science, all these departments or not. So based on that, you have to decide your paper here. Okay? So don't get confused with that. You have to do it before picking it. So understanding structure is same, just like ICRPG, the computer-based test. Medium will be one more thing here. ICRPG, if you know, it is completely in English, no Hindi in that. Okay, it is completely in English. But if you talk about CUTPG, one more advantage is like it is also in bilingual, that is in English and Hindi. Both the languages questions will be present in both the languages, so you can answer in any one of them. And duration, I told you, it is 90 minutes. That is 1 hour 30 minutes, and question is like 75. And again, there are MCQs. Even in this MCQs, the statement wise assertion reasoning and the arranging sequence will not mostly there. So there will be one liners which you can easily answer, and within 90 minutes you can easily complete all the 75 questions. And marking schemes, I told you, for one right answer you will get 4 marks, one negative for making one wrong answer will be deducted with 1 marks, and for unanswered it is 0 marks. So there is one more thing. See, you don't go for the previous year. In the previous year papers, there was actually part A, part B. In part A, they used to ask like general, anything, general knowledge, GK. In the part B, they would be asking the domain subject. That is like if you are taking the SSC QP1, that is agriculture science. Then in the part 2, all the questions will be related to the agriculture science. If you take like SSC QP horticulture, the part 2 will be the horticulture, but part 1 was like general knowledge for everyone. But from 2025 there is no general knowledge, no general knowledge, only the subject that you choose. If you choose like agriculture science paper, which is SSC QP01, then it is agriculture science. That means everything from general agriculture, including all 10 subjects which I am going to show you. So the question will come from that. Simply no general, no GK, nothing. And if you choose any other subject like going for SSC QP16, which is horticulture, all questions will be related to horticulture only. Okay, so that is how it is. That you have to know. This has been recently changed. Okay. So important dates, what you have to remember, registration process has started now. It will be till January 14th. So do it within that. And the exam date is on March. And the provisional answer key will mostly come in April. And the final will be like in the May. And university counseling, the BHU, mostly it will start from May or June, the time where you will be finishing your undergraduation or the BSc Agri or the horticulture. Okay, so this is about CUET PG. Now, counseling and admission process. First, you have to register for whatever universities. I am not talking about only BHU. Okay. For example, I am talking about BHU, but you are interested in to go anywhere that you are getting the MSc in any reputed college or the universities. So you have to list out all the universities where you want to take the admission. So complete list will be available in the description box, that under CUET PG, in whichever universities participate or whichever universities accept the scores of the CUET PG, that will be available in the description box. Just go and you have to apply and keep checking their website regularly. So whenever they release the counseling, like open the counseling for the admission, you have to apply for it. For BHU, we will inform you. You have to join our that WhatsApp and Telegram groups, and also just follow us on the Instagram plus YouTube. So you'll get all the updates. But for all other subjects, you have to keep checking the websites. And next, fill the course preference. If it is after the counseling starts, fill the course preference. I told you there are 8 different subjects under agriculture science. After writing the exams, you can choose for. So you can choose like genetics and plant breeding, plant pathology, agronomy, soil science, and in the along with the 8, you can also choose the horticulture subjects, like 3 of them. Like you can go for vegetable science, you can go for fruit science, and you can go for the floriculture. And here in the 8 subjects, I told you about GPB, I told you about soil science, there was agronomy, and there is entomology, and there is agricultural economics, agricultural extension. All subjects are available, and plant pathology. So these 8 subjects are also available here, plus horticulture subjects are also available here, based on your preference, that keep that your preference in the top, that wherever you want to go, but fill all the preference, so that based on your rank, any one of them randomly, not randomly, based on your merit, any one of them can be allotted to you in the BHU, where you can get the admission and lock the seat. And merit based seat will become, and document verification, fee payment, and your admission will be confirmed in the universities where you are attending the counseling. So it will be mostly done. In the same time, you will be writing the ICAR PG exam, and you will be waiting for the results. So if one thing goes wrong, at least you will be having some backup which you can utilize. Okay. So final advice. What will be the final advice from me, based on like whatever experience that I have from last 3 to 4 years in this line? So I would definitely advise and suggest that go for the paper. Don't skip this CUET PG exam, and don't skip this particular paper of SSC QP01. Even if you are like going for other subjects, keep this paper general agriculture in this. Okay. Next, check the university mapping. See, just like BHU, you have to check the eligibility in BHU, that for genetics and plant, taking the admission in genetics and plant breeding, what is the eligibility, what eligibility they're asking for the UG. For taking the admission into the agriculture economics, what eligibility they're asking in the UG, you have to check it thoroughly. Apart from BHU, if you are wanting to go for another universities, you have to check the eligibility first, and treat this CUET PG as a mock, because as I told you, the only university the students will mostly go for is BHU. Not everyone can get the BHU. The lead seats are very limited. So don't burden and stress yourself. majorly concentrate on ICAR PG because number of seats are very much compared to the number of students who are seriously preparing it. So treat it as a mock, attend it as a mock, but be prepared for at least 1 or 2 months. So read it every day on a regular basis and try to cover the agriculture, which will be also useful for you for the ICAR PG exam. Okay. Now come to the syllabus breakdown. Sir, you have talked so much about SSC QP 01. So what about the subject like syllabus, sir? What is the syllabus? Syllabus is very simple. Everything from agronomy will be asked, everything from genetics and plant breeding, everything from soil science, everything from plant physiology, everything from horticulture, entomology, economics, plant pathology, statistics and engineering and extension. The 10 different subjects of agriculture will be asked here. So that's simple. But all the basic, the entry level questions and surface level questions, not in depth, will be asked from all the subjects. So this is the syllabus for the major paper which I told you, agriculture science with the code SCQP1. Okay. Now, if you want to know about the cutoff of this paper from the previous year for the different departments, department-wise cutoffs are available. So you can just have a look at it. If you need it, you can also take the image, photo of it, and it is also available in the website. Okay. So now you'll ask me, sir, how should we prepare for it? Sir, I am already preparing for CUET PG from your master course. I am already preparing for ICAR PG through the self-study. So how should I prepare for the CUET PG exam? See, one simple and very clear answer that I can give you is, so if you enroll to our ICAR PG master course, any of the subjects as a complementary with the Shrestha batch, which is like target batch 2026. Shrestha is the one which is for the ICAR PG for all the subjects. So what we have done already, we have already done this, that along with the Shrestha, we have given this Samhita. Samhita is the CUET PG batch. We have given it completely for free as a complimentary, that along with the ICAR PG, which is subject specific, will also give you the CUET PG agriculture course. So we have already given it. So, but no, sir, I'm not preparing for ICAR PG or I'm doing it to self-study. I only want a course for CUET PG. Sir, guide me like how to prepare for it. So if that is the case, you can simply buy this course. Simply buy this course. The course name is Samhita. I'll drop the link in the description box. So in this class, in this course, what you'll get? You'll get all the live plus recorded classes on a surface level, not in depth, where you will not be able to cover it. It's not like 200, 300 classes. No, the limited number of classes, 10 to 15 classes for every subject of all the 10 different subjects, covering everything in a crisp, plus giving the topper compiled notes, plus the mock test, the topic wise, the subject wise, and the whole syllabus will be provided. And the most important thing, the one-to-one mentorship and the attention will be provided. Plus there will be regular doubt clearing sessions. There will be WhatsApp master group in which you can frequently drop the doubts, and there will be Telegram quizzes that will be regularly conducted. All of this which will help you in cracking this exam with the confidence, and you can literally enjoy this process. Every day you have to just attend 1 or 2 classes, 1 or 2 classes, 1 or 2 hour every day. Just do it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. You will get a clear guidance of what to read, what not to read, what to skip, what is mandatory, what is optional, everything. What book to read, which book to skip, and in which topic to read, which topic is not necessary. Everything will be cleared. Plus, we'll be also making like PYQ discussion series, PYQ discussions. It's all PDFs, so that based on the previous year analysis also you can predict like how the questions are coming and you can prepare accordingly. And our mock test bundle will definitely help you in practicing the questions. And there are crisp notes will be like, you know, that CUET PG exam for agriculture, it is mostly memory based. So you need some crisp content where you cannot prepare in a very short period of time. You want crisp content but authentic content. So we have been preparing it from last 3 to 4 years. We have made like several revisions and made it very accurate, so that there will be like no mistakes that will you will be getting it in the crisp notes, that will help you to solve and cover all of these things in a very short period of time. Okay, so that's the advantage of this course. So if you need any details of this course, you can directly contact us on this WhatsApp number. You can drop a WhatsApp message, or if you need any additional details about this course, you can contact us anytime. Feel free. So if you want to enroll for this course, this is already running right now, and before March, like since the exam is in March, like by February we'll be completing all the syllabus. So you all, even if you are joining now, the recorded classes are already available. You can take it. Plus, you can also attend the current live classes, which will help you in your preparation. Okay. And as I told, this is already a bonus for the students who have taken the ICAR PG master course, which is the Shrestha batch. So for all of them, this will be free, where we are giving the CUET PG. But if you are not enrolled for ICAR PG, I would definitely say that go and enroll the CUET PG. Sorry, ICAR PG in complimentary, you'll get it anyhow. But if you're not interested for ICAR PG course, you can directly enroll this CUET PG course with the Samhita name. Okay, it's the name Samhita. So this is about the course. So syllabus breakdown for different subjects I've done it. So if you need this PDF, so for biotechnology is given and its cutoff is given. For plant soil science I have given the syllabus and its cutoff is also given. Agroforestry there is a syllabus and its cutoff is also given. If you need all of these things, the syllabus for horticulture and syllabus for animal science, if you need everything in a single PDF, if you want this information, so this will be again available in the description box, so you can directly take it from there. Fine. So I'll drop the PDF of this entire document in the description box, so that it should be helping you and you should be correctly guided, so that you should not later regret that, sir, I was not knowing about this information, I never come across it. If I was knowing, at least I would have run the CUET PG, I would have prepared for general agriculture. See, even if you are going for MSc, what at the end of the day you'll do, you'll prepare for some competitive exams. We'll look forward to prepare for some agriculture exams. So if you are from now started preparing for the general agriculture for some of the exams, directly or indirectly, that will definitely help you. So consider this, take it as very serious suggestions. Go and write the CUET PG exam. Okay. So if you still need any kind of guidance, any kind of clarifications, so you can always contact me. I hope like in this entire video, I was able to clarify all the doubts that you people were having. Still, if you have any questions, please feel to contact us. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video was completely informational for all the students who are writing the ICAR PG and CUET PG. The things are very crystal clear. I want you to just share it with all your friends, all your juniors, whoever is in this field, like wanting to prepare for MSc. Please share it with them so that everyone knows about the clear information for this agriculture studies. Let's just spread the good things, spread the quality, so that no students lag behind because of lack of guidance. Thank you so much for watching.